Sir Alex Ferguson has made it clear this week that he's unhappy about Rio Ferdinand being recalled to the England squad. Do you think that a lot of managers at domestic clubs make it difficult and try and tell the players to put club before country nowadays?
It's always been an issue, big issue, and very, very big for Sir Alex. Because I had many crashes with him about, one was Rio Ferdinand at that time, drug test and things like that. One was Wayne Rooney, should he go to World Cup 2006 or not, because he had injured foot. Sir Alex is fantastic in many, many ways. But he defends Manchester United with every power he has. So I understand him, because if you're a club manager, you don't really want half-injured players, tired players play for England. But in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, we will sit here and discuss that problem, because it's a problem. But you have to live with it, because the national teams are important. Big tournaments, World Cup and so on, very, very important.
So Rio Ferdinand and Ashley Cole have had a few arguments off the field. Would that affect or alter your decision of picking either or one of them for an England squad?
No, I don't think so. I think they are both clever people. They both want, hopefully, to play for England, and they have to sort that out. But of course, if you are a manager, you have to be sure of that. You have to speak to both of them before you pick them, of course. And it's sad that things like that happens, and whatever happens, and whatever it is, races out of football, and it's disgrace every time something like that happens, if it's on the pitch or the crowd in the stands. Awful.
We're more used to seeing you in a managerial role. Once your contract ends in the UAE, are we going to see you again, maybe managing in the Premier League, or maybe have you got ambitions to manage your home country, Sweden?
My problem is that I'm not really that young anymore, but the biggest problem is that I feel young, and that is good. So yeah, why not? Because it's good to be in football. I'm a sport director today, but of course you want to be on the pitch where things happen and where you can do things. As a sport director, once the 90 minutes start, you can't do anything, and it's frustrating sometimes.
You know, I've got a lot of fond memories being on the training pitch with you, and you look like you're very comfortable, and you articulate yourself so well, so the boys know what to expect. Is this something that you really do miss, being right out there with your dirty boots on?
Yes.
And getting amongst the players?
Yes, in England it's windy, it's cold, it's raining. Yeah, of course I miss it. Yes, you miss the pitch, you miss the dressing room, because that's a real football, and you know that. You've been there so many years. That's the real football, and if you stop as a player or if you stop as coaching, I think you miss it.
Manchester City, a lot has happened in the 5 years since you left the club. Roberto Mancini has won many trophies, yet his job is still being questioned. Are you surprised at that?
Yes or no. I really hope they keep Roberto Mancini, because he's a good man, he's a good coach, good manager, no doubts about that. But on the other hand, if you invest that kind of money that City has done, somewhere you expect trophies. And if you look at Manchester City squad, for me it's the best in England. They have a better squad than any other team. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I hope it's going to stay.
I've always fancied a bit of a try at coaching and possibly management. What tips could you give me?
Jump into it as quick as possible, because it's great fun. As a player, I was a player, not at your level. I was not very good. But the match is over and it's finished. You can go home, and then the next day or 2 days later you have a training and you come to that. But in between, yeah, you think about the match. But when you become a coach, You have it here all the time. And I can promise you, you have a problem to resolve every day. And if you have only one, you're lucky. Because that's coaching, and it comes into you, and you live with it in complete different way as a player. But that's good.